Hi everyone, it's Laine and I'm back with another plant video, and today I want to talk about how I make my own potting soil mix. I've already tried a few different types of soil medium before, from loam soil to all-purpose potting mix, and of course potting mix that I personally make my own. And I would say that the DIY is my most favorite because I want to have the control of what amendments I can add to my mixture depending on the plant that I'm going to repot and what it specifically needs. Now, to make my own mix, I would start by choosing a potting base first, and today I will be using this Coco peat. You may use any regular all-purpose potting soil or loam soil or whatever you have available, but I personally prefer Coco peat because it really helps on improving water retention as well as aeration, and it's actually a good choice for both indoor and outdoor plants. Next, to make my potting mix more light and airy, I will add either perlite and pumice stones or whichever I have available. But I personally like using pumice stones because it's cheaper here in the Philippines. But again, go for whichever you have available and whichever that is easier to get in your area. Next thing that I add is orchid bark, but it was only recently when I started adding this to my potting mixture because they are a bit hard to come by here in the Philippines. But again, since I have a few epiphytic plants like Hoyas, I really want to incorporate this orchid bark into my mixture. Another great option you can add to your mix is cocoa chips, and some Hoyas even survive with just cocoa chips as their potting medium, so it's also a good alternative if you do not have any orchid barks available. Last thing that I add, but definitely not the least, is of course worm castings. And worm castings are basically worm poop that naturally condition and fertilize any soil mixture. By the way, I will include in the description box below the details of the shops where I got all these materials I will mention in this video. So if you want to buy them as well, go check out the description box below. Now let's start mixing. Now this looks really satisfying to me. That's another thing that I like about making my own potting mix. Not only that it's visually appealing, but also I personally enjoy mixing everything all together and knowing that my plants would be happy with it as well. I I think this mixture is good already, but I'm adding more pumice to make it more airy because I will be repotting my Monstera Deliciosa and some of my Anthuriums, which, as you know, prefer light and airy soil mediums. And I think I'm happy with my mixture, so first thing I want to repot is my Monstera Deliciosa, and this was potted up in rice hulls and in a nursery bag that it came with. So I'm potting it up here in this cute terracotta pot which I got from Wilcon Depot. Next thing I want to repot is my Anthurium Crystallinum, and similar with my baby Monstera Deliciosa, this plant was also potted up in rice hulls as its main soil medium. I think this pot is a bit smaller, but unfortunately I don't have any pot that's bigger than this, so I guess this will be good for now. Another plant I am repotting today is my Anthurium Vittarifolium, and as you can see it's already outgrown its pot and some of the roots are coming out already. And this plant has flowered for me and has no leaf growing as well, which I am so excited about. And this, by the way, was planted in a larger pieces of cocoa husk or cocoa chips. So I've decided to pot this up with mostly orchid bark and just added a few potting mixture that I made. And I think that's all for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a like, and if you still haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I make plant related contents every week or so, and if you have questions for me, please talk to me in the comment section below. I love reading them first thing in the morning. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next upload. Bye!